it's actually consciousness. It's actually awareness. It's actually this deep inner knowing. And when that awakens within a being, it cannot be shut off anymore. It cannot be turned off anymore. And this deep longing for freedom and peace and harmony and love and kindness for all beings on the planet, this is the consciousness that I'm talking about. And then when this is turned on inside of you, you are dedicating yourself to that. You don't want anything else, anything less than that. And the reason why this is becoming so important now is because to so many people, this still appears to be a fairly random series of events that is happening and that has unfolded over the last year and a half when we see what's happening in the world, when nothing could be further from the truth. Let me tell you, I have been on a truth-seeking journey all my life. It started when I was very young. It started in my teen years when I would actively seek truth about things. I never accepted anything that when people told me, teachers, parents, grandparents, whoever told me, that's just the way it is. That was for me the magic abracadabra formula that I needed to go and look deeper, because I didn't accept that things just are the way they are because they are the way they are. It didn't make sense to me, especially when things were unjust, unfair. And we're at this point now. We are literally at the precipice. What that means is it's go time. It's decision time. It's absolutely go and human action time. What is happening now is not random. And if you look at it as a random event that has random reactions in the hopes to improve the world situation, you're missing the forest for the trees. The reason why I'm saying this is because over the past 10, 15 years, since we have stepped into a more public realm of truth-seeking, inspiration, uncovering, helping people to be their authentic selves, and also activism, in those years, we have had a certain buffer. We've had a certain time frame that allowed us to make choices, to reflect, to, become passive at times and be introspective and then make choices again. This is a time that does not give you or us or anyone else that time anymore. Because what happened over the past 15, 20 years is you would have control events in certain countries at certain times that would tighten the grip on the population, that would impose stricter laws, that would bring more control. But it would happen compartmentalized, isolated in parts of the world. Now, this idea has stepped into the limelight. It's happening everywhere, all across the planet at the same time. And this is why we don't have time. We don't have time anymore. We don't have time to contemplate. We don't have time to go and chill out and just wait it out. We can't fly under the radar anymore because there is no under the radar anymore. You cannot sit this out. You cannot hide this out. It doesn't matter where you are. This is the time. It's a decision-making time. But the solution is different than most people think. Most people think that a fight is always violent. In a fight between two forces, only one of the two has choices. The weaker one never has choices. The weaker power in a fight has to kill because it has no other option. Whereas the stronger power in a fight has an option. It has more options. It can actually show mercy. We are humans. We, the true human spirit, the beautiful spiritual beings that we are the stronger power in this spiritual war, if you will. We just forgot about it. So we have options. We do not have to resort to violence. We do not have to lower ourselves to the same standards. We can show mercy. We can show love. We can show compassion. We can show kindness. But we can only do this when we realize that we are the strongest power. That we are the ones who not just need to realize this, but also in many ways come together. Come together in a concerted, beautiful, inspired way and stop playing the game. Stop playing the game. You didn't invent the game. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't benefit you. You are never going to be the winner of this game because the entities that invented the game have been studying it and perfecting it for thousands of years, and you're just realizing that it's happening while they have become masters at this game. So you cannot win at this game. but at the game of true human beingness, at the game of true human spirit, at the game of hard consciousness. You are not just a player, you are automatically the winner. You're the strongest being in the universe. This is how it was designed. So the only way that whatever entity can have any power over a human being is by making the human being, making this being that we are, believe that it's weak. It can only work through this perception that we're weak, that we are weak and that we need to fear. And this is the greatest illusion. The reason why today still millions and hundreds of millions of people are going along with something that they know in their heart to be wrong, that they know in their heart to be a lie, that they know to be deception, is because they're scared, because they have been led into the illusion that there is something like fear, an end, an eternal darkness, suffering, hellfire, all of these things. And in order to avoid that, humans are willing now to go along with pretty much anything. It's the only way through this, to come out at the other side and finally end this stupid game. We cannot continue to play this fakeness and this pretending that this is reality, that we're so limited, that we're here to be born and grow up and be taught what we need to believe and be taught who we need to be and go out and get a job and fill out the forms and pay the taxes and then die. There's no time for that anymore. There's no more, we're going to go along with this just a little bit. If we're just going to give a little bit more, then this is going to get better. There's absolutely no time anymore. We are here. And those who make the choice to remember who they truly are, it's game over with the game. It's literally game over. It's over. It doesn't continue. For those who are still going along, it's really a very clear path where this is going. But the decision time is now. You cannot wait till your kids are older. You cannot wait till you make that bonus. You cannot wait till retirement, even if it's only 2 years away, because you don't have 2 years. We don't have 2 years. We don't have 2 months. We don't have 2 months. The population of countries today is being shut out from regular life because they refuse to go along with certain things, and they're being pushed into certain things, or they're being isolated. Now we can stop this. We can stop this, not with violence, not with killings, not with anger, not with fear, but with true human power. And simply withdrawing our energy. Who in the world has power over you? You're a sovereign being. You were brought into this world like any other being with complete sovereignty. If you believe anything else, it's just that, a fucking belief. It's not true. You're as free as the bird on the tree, and you're as free as the hawk, and you're as free as the dolphin. You are completely free. You're a freaking freedom. Freedom. That's who you are. You are a free sovereign being, and anything that you believe that is in opposition to that is just a belief. It's not truth. It's not authentic. You've just been taught that it's that way, that anyone has authority over you. What a ludicrous thing to believe, that any other being that is equal in importance and value and rights to you can have authority over you. How's that even possible? How could that be possible? Unless you give consent. Unless you are in a beautiful and wonderful connection of people like tribes used to be, where you trust an elder. And even then, the elders always knew they were not rulers, they were leaders. It's a different thing. A true leader is not a ruler, it's a servant. A servant. I serve my tribe. I don't rule over my tribe. So you cannot be ruled unless you give consent. And if you withdraw consent, it's over. It's as simple as that. But the thing is, as long as we keep doing that in isolated events, people here, one person here, one person there, one in England, one in Australia, one in the US, one in France, one in South Africa, one in Tanzania, it doesn't matter. As long as we keep doing it as isolated individuals, we can't see the collective power that we have. And we have to do it in a collective way now. We have to show who the true leaders are. We have to show what true human spirit is. We have to show this, and it's now. Make a choice. Think about your children. Think about your grandchildren. Think about the generations to come. What kind of place do we want to create for them? All the work that you've put in, all the clearing work, all the meditations, all the knowledge, all the wisdom, why did you gather it? Why did you feel a need over the past years to intensify this work? Why did you show up more and more? Why did you learn more, read more books, watch more videos, attend more seminars? Why do you think you did that? Because a part of you knew this time was coming. A part of you knew there was going to be a time where you needed to be strong and overcome all your fears and your old belief systems and the stuff that you've been taught and finally step into your true power. The time is here. The time is now.